Hello, Decay here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're gonna finally get the Diplodocus into the enclosure. Not right this second, but this episode at least. Also, it's episode 60, which is insane. Yeah, I just want to say something on that real quick. We started the year on episode 35 or I think it was about episode 36 or something, and we're on episode 60 now, so yeah, we've definitely done a lot more content on this world in the last few months than I was expecting to, but I mean, I'm definitely okay with that. It's been a blast, guys. It really has. Just working on the world and seeing what happens. Anyway, you guys will notice not much has changed since last episode. I think I did a tiny bit of clearing. Actually, you guys would be like, oh, but you're done with school, how do you not have time? I didn't have time to work on stuff, but that's more because I'm actually working on projects for you guys. I'm working on getting some stuff set up for another series that I'm sure you guys will really enjoy, in all honesty. It won't be starting this week. Hopefully, I will make the video that'll be announcing everything and kind of how the channel's going to be going, at least for hopefully the next few weeks of summer, for me at least. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, what do we need to do today? So I've been trying to think, what is an absolute necessity to get done for this exhibit versus what isn't? What do I need to do to cap this exhibit off so we can actually hatch them versus, what's just something cool I'd like to have later? And for the most part, I have, I figured a couple areas. So one, grass along here and here. Two, just laying out the rock wall outline. So not actually putting the rock walls in, because those are going to take a little while, but just kind of setting them in so that way we kind of know where they're going. Although this side of the rock wall is going to be lowered a bit just because there is an exhibit that will probably be going there at some point, or maybe there won't. We'll see what happens. So after I do a bit of terraforming work, obviously I've got to put the trees in. We have to make this its own little island type, rock wall island type thing, so that way the Diplodocus can't get out that direction. Same thing over here. So yeah, we just gotta do some terraforming, gotta get some stuff done, gotta get the trees in, and then after that, I think we should be ready. Also, I'll probably go mining at some point and try and get a few more biofossils, because I think we only have 3 Diplodocus. Granted, I think that's enough for now, because I'd like to see about how big they get, how big they look in the exhibit, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. So anyway, I will see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, I've done a tiny bit of work, and by tiny bit of work, I do mean an incredibly small amount of work. Mostly, I kind of just broke some flowers, and for the most part, really just, I did put grass up here, which is actually a pretty good thing to do. But for the most part, a lot of what I did was just kind of blocking off access points so they can't escape the exhibit. Because I believe they're blocked off in that direction, they're blocked off in this direction. There's no way for the Diplodocus to get out of the exhibit currently. And that was kind of my goal, in all honesty, just to kind of block them off. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, aren't you going to finish all the rock walls this episode? Probably not. I mean, because, well, this whole thing kind of developed into a much larger project than I had initially planned it to be. Because originally it was just supposed to be, we're gonna put some fences down, make an exhibit. Speaking of which, people were asking, or someone I believe commented that I should basically get rid of the fence there, cover it up so that way you can't see it to make the enclosure look bigger. And to be honest, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I feel like it'll kind of get covered by trees anyway, as most of the trees will probably be going along the fence line, but we'll see. What else has happened since then? I went mining. Which chest is that in? This chest. So we have some biofossil. Had to repair up the paleontology pickaxe, which ate a lot of XP and diamonds, which was kind of annoying. But anyway. Wow, my nose feels a bit weird. Okay, yeah, so other stuff we're gonna do. Speaking of which, we're just gonna teleport over to storage room, aka my I need resources / analyze stuff. Did we analyze stuff last episode? Yes, we did. Did we check what it was? I believe so, because there shouldn't be anything in the chest, right? Except for okay, yeah, that stuff. So we'll just chuck this in here, hope for the best. Oh, you know what we should actually do? Did I make bio goo? I don't know if I have, because I don't know if I've made a new animal since the update dropped. You know what, let's go check real quick, because I realized we don't actually have the Diplodocus ready to go. But yeah, so, yeah, the rock walls and stuff, like, to be honest, I think I spent too much time working on the river and all, considering the river isn't actually part of the exhibit. I mean, in a way it is. Also, it's funny, a lot of my friends were complaining about the new culture vat recipe, but I kind of circumvented that by the fact I stockpiled a ton of culture vats before the update hit, because I was like, you know, well, I was always cultivating stuff because, like, back then we were hatching tons of dinosaurs, so I was always needing to get more eggs, which we haven't really done in a while. I mean, we haven't really done that since the bug house, which has been like several episodes now. But because of that, like, I stockpiled tons of culture vats, which means I just have like this massive stockpile of them, so I don't have to make new ones, which is, to be honest, pretty darn amazing. So we'll just kind of plop one of these in each, and that will give us at least 3. Anyway, I mean, I think I ate lunch. Yeah, I ate lunch like 15 minutes ago, so that's probably why my voice feels a bit weird. But anyway, if we run back over there, I think my plan now is basically just gonna be work on the foliage a bit, get the foliage down, kind of get it worked in right, and then we'll come back, hatch the Diplodocus, and that'll be it. So yeah, there'll, as with every exhibit I build, there'll still be a few things that need to get worked on, namely finishing up all the rock walls and the rock faces and stuff, which, I don't know, I've kind of realized, especially now that I've done like the waterfall things and the river part and all that, like, it's becoming a much larger project than it was originally intended to be, which therefore means it's going to take more time to finish it. Also, our 2 new Brachiosaurs grew up. I don't know where the other one is. It's over there somewhere. But yeah, so like it's led this whole like big thing and just this massive project. And now it's going to be interconnected with other projects, and it's all this terrain work. And then like I obviously haven't even started the pathway, which has to go along here. So to be honest, yeah, I'm just gonna take the time to talk about this now. So like obviously we got to finish all this area off. We've got to finish all that off. We got to, again, lots and lots of work over here. But the thing is, and I'm not even sure when this is going to happen. I haven't really figured out what project we're doing next after we finish this one. But obviously we still have to finish the trike barn. We still have to do the pathway over here. There's going to be, I think the ankylosaurs are going to go right here, which means there probably won't be a dinosaur down here. I'll probably find something cool to put here. Maybe we can put more waterfalls or like a rest area or something like that. So there's a lot of other small projects that are going to go on over here. And of course, I've got projects over here still I need to do. Like, there's lots of projects all over the park that still need to get done, which is interesting. And obviously I need to get rid of the tunnel and fix all this up, and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. Which actually I guess brings me to my next point, which will be before we kind of start working on this. I guess I want you guys to vote on what the next project should be. So what do you guys want to see? If I can remember, I'll put a poll up around now in the video. But I want to know what you guys want to see next. We've got a couple of options in all honesty. Also, I did move up most of the stuff from those chests over there over to the storage room. But anyway, I want to know what you guys want to see next project-wise. Do you guys want to see Ankylosaurus, so another rebuild / rehousing? Because, like I keep saying, I want to get rid of that and put something else there, like I mean, the 2 things I'm really thinking of for the Ankylosaurus exhibit once we move it, is either another nature thing like that, or we're gonna put like a park here, sort of have like a seating area, and maybe we'll build like a little like bathroom area or something like that. And it'll just be like a small little rest section, and stuff like that. Or we could go work on, I guess, what would be another thing? I guess we could take an episode or 2 and just work on the rock features and stuff all along here. So we could do a bit of like nature work. We could take another episode and work on the buildings. We have that building, and we have the building over by the Brachiosaurs. Or we can go back over to the mammalian area and just, or I guess the Cenozoic area, and work there. So if you guys And speaking of which, if we do that, I will pick what animal I kind of want to do next. It probably won't be anything like the mammoth or something like that. It'll probably be, in all honesty, more terror birds. So if you guys want to see more terror birds and stuff like that, we could do that as well. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm going to work on getting some trees in. I am going to go with acacia trees, actually, instead of like oak or spruce or something, because it's meant to have a far more savanna feel, and I know scientifically it should still be conifer trees because nothing else really existed except for them at this point in history, or prehistory, I guess, but again, I'm gonna try and convey a savanna feel, and if I use spruce trees, even though again they're probably more scientifically accurate, it's not gonna have the right feel that I want. I will say though, I might do one scientifically accurate thing, and that is make it a bit of a fern savanna. So try and underneath, acacia trees, or at least very dense parts of acacia trees, just put lots of little ferns and stuff. Anyway, oh my gosh, I almost did the outro there. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go work on that, so I will see you guys when I'm done. And we're back, guys. So, the eggs are in my inventory. I actually need to go check the DNA, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, so I've done a bit of work, and I figured I should start over here because I needed to grab some things, and I kind of forgot about DNA, but that's another good reason to be over here. So let's see, what did we get? Anything good? Compy, Pseudopody, Nautilus, Gallimimus, Therizinosaurus, Mosa, Confuciusornis, Ceratosaurus, Deinonychus, Coelacanth, Liopleurodon, Crassigyrinus. Nothing new, which is a bit disappointing. Anyway, I actually had another idea for you guys know, like a few seconds ago actually. It's been a little while for me, but not too long for you guys, I guess. But when I was suggesting all the things we could work on next on the world, like, you know, an Ankylosaurus exhibit, or we could do, Ankylosaurs, something to do with the Cenozoic animals, some just random little builds around the park. I realized there's a major build, because, I said we're gonna do major builds throughout the series, and there's also the torch chest is is my dump chest, and this is all stuff from the, what is it called? Oh, I need the Dinopedia, that's a good idea. Because it's got my Platybelodon embers, that's from the bug house, yeah. I need to go through the whole park and find all the little build chests I have. I know there's one still in the Brachiosaurus exhibit that I need to clear out. But yeah, I've got all these little chests everywhere with just building materials in them, and I need to go through them and just, well, clear them out most likely, so that way, you know, the park looks a bit nicer. But anyway, I've mentioned we're going to have several large projects that we do. Projects that I would consider, well, I mean, what, the Diplodocus has been like 5 episodes, I think, 4 or 5 episodes to build in its entirety, which is quite a lot. But I'm talking, and even the bug house was like 6 or 7 episodes, I think, to build completely. But when I say mega builds, I'm talking things that most likely would take somewhere between 20 or more episodes to finish. Just massive buildings with lots of stuff in them, that are just crazy, like crazy builds. Also, the acacia trees. I didn't have, 64 was not as many trees as I had wanted, but I think it was actually a perfect amount of trees because I kind of did this exhibit a bit differently than I normally would. So normally, like, you know, I make forests, but with this I suddenly realized it's a savanna. There isn't a lot of tree density in a savanna. So what really is going on here is I have a couple clusters of around, I think, 2 to 5 trees, and you can see several of them there. But then I also just have like this guy, like a couple of these guys, and that guy, and those two, where they're just kind of random trees just kind of sitting out in the middle. Like there's not much next to them, they're just kind of there. And I think that really works for the exhibit and giving it that more savanna kind of feel. If I could, I would probably switch the biome to be savanna as well. I did bring these ancient fern spores because I was like, ooh, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have those. But on I've been thinking about it more, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to use them. We'll see. Anyway, here are our 3 Diplodocus eggs. Anyway, I was gonna talk, megastructures, yes. So, I mean, I've mentioned a couple, like the big megastructure I've definitely mentioned is the aquarium. The aquarium is a megastructure we're gonna do. And it's a building I legitimately think Well, actually, also, I've got some news on the aquarium, because people ask for the aquarium all the time. The aquarium is going to be one of the last things we build on this world, and I actually have a very specific requirement for me building it, and that is going to be after the paleontology update, because as the devs have told us, the paleontology update's the last is when we're getting all the creatures in. That's like the last big animal update for the mod, and that's when I'm going to start working on the aquarium. Only after that update hits, because every other megastructure I've got planned can easily be expanded. Heck, even the bug house can easily be expanded to something else. The aquarium can't. The aquarium is built off the idea that all aquariums are, which is it's like one linear path going through. You can go one direction or the other, but there's only one pathway leading through the entire building. I can't add more animals into that, so preferably I would like to have all the animals in, and then from there we can just build this massive building. So it is going to be one of the last ones we built, but like other than that, we've got other mega structures I plan on doing. The aviary section. It's usually what people build one aviary. My plan is to build several aviaries. They won't be absolutely massive, but they'll be pretty big. It's going to be kind of like I don't know, kind of like the one I'm going to bring up now, which is the raptor house. That's the one I'm thinking of right now. Which, if you haven't heard me rant about my little mythical raptor house idea, it's this plan to build some sort of building which will contain Velociraptor, Deinonychus, Pseudopodi, now as well Ornitholestes, and when it eventually gets added, Austroraptor. So we'll have a total of 5 dinosaurs inside of one building. They'll have their own individual exhibits, and I think at least 2 of them are going to have outdoor sections as well as indoor sections. I don't really have like a reference for what I'm gonna do, I guess. If I did, I would say it. Or maybe there is, but I just can't think of it. Anyway, so like we could do that building pretty soon. Ooh, the egg dance. Pig just waltzes into the middle of the hatching. Hello, pig. And 1, 2, 3. Whoa! And there they go. Already sleeping. Oh my goodness. Well, they're easy to find at least. So we have a male, a female, and a male. So 2 males and a female. That's cool. Wow, you're actually moving around. That's crazy. I've never seen them be this active before. It's weird to me. It's really weird, actually. Because usually they just do this, which is actually why I'm really happy that I have Dino Hunger off, because currently they're a bit bugged and they won't even wake up to eat. So having them here, I felt was probably the best area, an area where I can keep an eye on them, and if we don't have Dino Hunger on, they can't starve. But when they're fully grown, and hopefully when the bug gets fixed and they'll actually walk around, they'll look really cool in this exhibit. I do think we could definitely add more. Obviously, we're limited by the fact we only had 3 eggs, but yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I mean, this is usually where I'd end the episode. Oh, if you want to leave names for those guys, feel free to. I will try to remember to name them. I'm not very good at that, but I will try my hardest to. But yeah, I wanted a few more things to talk. I had a few more things to talk about before we end the episode. So I guess I'll just stay over by them and we can look at them. And those would be, so yeah, the Raptor House is an idea I had for something one of the projects we could potentially work on next. I kind of have the area somewhat selected, and we have all the we have like 5 animals, or 4 animals, 4 animals we can put in it already, which is the vast majority of them. And it's gonna be I've got lots of ideas going for it. If you guys saw one of my live streams a while back, you saw one of the prototype builds. I've come up with a new prototype. I actually haven't built it yet. In my creative world, I'm just kind of sketching it by hand on a piece of paper. But like the Raptor House is definitely something we could do. Someone suggested another cool megastructure I think we could definitely do at some point, which was some sort of climate controlled like Ice Age building. Kind of like, I think, what was it? The Jurassic Park builder, Jurassic World builder. What was it called? I don't know. It was like the Jurassic World version of Jurassic Park builder that had something like that. And that was really cool. But yeah, so we could go do the Ice Age stuff, more Cenozoic animals. We could do more dinosaurs. We could do the Raptor House. We could just build decorations. I don't know. I just thought I'd like to have your guys' opinion, because I mean, I want to know what you guys want to watch me build. I'm actually really excited to build all those things. I think out of all of those, the Raptor House and the Cenozoic stuff is by far the most interesting to me. Like, I'd love to build a Mammoth enclosure, or a Megaloceros enclosure, or a Megalania enclosure, or an Elasmotherium, or a Quagga, or more Terror Birds, or all sorts of things. I'm really excited for that. But I'm also equally excited just to build decorations. I love building stuff in this world. I love decorating it and seeing how it just comes together slowly. I mean, this is episode 60. We're 60 episodes in, and already the world's getting just such immense character to it, and I love that. But anyway, I think I've rambled on for a bit too long. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed. I hope you guys like them, these little Diplodocus we have. I'm really upset that they only sleep for now, but once the bug's fixed, hopefully they won't do that anymore. But yeah, so thank you guys again for watching. If you have any suggestions for what we should do, leave those in the comments below. And until next time, guys, see ya.